Okay, hi. Thank you for joining me for this flow. This flow is a layered sequence, so we will repeat layers and moves, and you can allow the repetition to move through your body. Just kind of move through your body and open you up nice and slowly. We've got a participant. He's going to place himself there. But so we're going to begin this flow. You can be either staying in a seated position or making your way onto your back. I'm going to make my way onto my back and just take a moment to lie down and connect to the breath. So when you're ready, wherever you are, just closing your eyes and taking a moment to come into your body. Feeling the connection to the ground beneath you. And allowing your weight to drop through that connection so you become a little heavier, a little more grounded. And then becoming aware of your breath in its natural form, just the inhale and exhale as it is. And then we'll take 3 deep breaths together to tune in and warm up through your nervous system. So let's begin by emptying the lungs with an exhale. And then inhaling deep into the belly. All the way up into the chest. And then exhaling long, releasing, getting all that stagnant air out of the base of your lungs. Keep exhaling. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale deep. Exhale long. Lovely. Last one. Inhale. Feel the lightness of your breath as you fill up. And then exhale. Just allowing your body to soften. Good, and then when you're ready, bring that breath into a comfortable rhythm that you can sustain for your practice. And once you feel tuned in and ready, if you're not already there, make your way onto your back. We're just going to start by drawing the knees in towards the chest and having a roll around on the lower back. If it's comfortable, you can take your knees around in some circles. If you're a bit delicate in your lower back, you can just gently sway your knees from side to side. If you're going around in the full circles, then you can just start to feel that massage come through your upper glutes, into your quadratus lumborum, your lower back. And then we'll come into a nice passive twist. So bring your knees together, bring your arms out to the side, and on your exhale breath, just lower the knees down to the left. Let the legs land fully and let the right shoulder relax. And just feel a breath move into this shape. We'll gently activate the core to bring the legs back. So squeeze your thighs, keep your knees hugging together. Pull the belly in and roll the knees back to center. Inhale in the center and then exhale, take the knees over to the right. And again, let the legs land fully. Let the shoulder soften, left shoulder soften. And then use your midline to bring the knees back. Squeeze the knees together and roll it all the way back. Okay, lovely. And then from here we're just going to start to rock up and down through the spine. So taking it nice and slow to begin with. If you're just, doing this flow in the morning, this is the first kind of movement you're done. Use these rock and rolls to increasingly press out the back body. And then we can take them a bit deeper. So if you're feeling comfortable with these rock and rolls, we can just take them a bit more into a kind of hip opener. So as you come forward, the soles of the feet land and the fingertips reach forward. And then you'll take that back into your roll, maybe toes go over the head. And then we come back and we take it back into that diamond stretch. And you keep this nice and elastic so you're not holding anywhere, but we're just using the movement to bring that sense of opening through the hips and through the lower back. Let's do a couple more. Lovely, and then when you're ready, we're going to rock up into a squat. However you get there is fine. And then, as usual, just give your squat some movement, so you get your hips adjusting into this shape, get the ankles moving, feet opening, toes spreading, ankles clicking, knees clicking if they're anything like mine. And then when you're ready, find the center of your squat. And we'll just take a moment to let the hips settle into that depth. And then press the left upper arm on the inside of the left knee, reach the fingertips to the ground and the right fingertips up towards the sky in a twist. And then as you release, take that right arm on the inside of the knee, push the knee away and we'll change sides, left fingertips reach up towards the sky. Lovely, let's do one more time each side. Inhale to open. And exhale to release. And then as you release, lift the hips, dangle the head, keep a soft bend in your knees and just find a ragdoll fold. Get nice and weighty through the sway of your spine from side to side. Keep the bend in the knees happening so that you're active through the backs of your legs. Lovely, and then when you're ready, we're going to round this up to standing. So slower than you want to. Bend the knees, shift the weight into your heels, pull the belly in, keep looking towards your navel and round the spine all the way up to standing. And then when you reach the top, take an inhale, float the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, press the palms together, bring them to your heart center, close your eyes. Just take a moment to pause and feel and invite that connection back into your breath. Feel into the connection to the earth here, this sense of grounding and stability from your root system through the soles of your feet, all the way up through your legs, lifting up through your spine, growing tall through the crown of your head, and then when you're ready, you'll take an inhale and lift up through the fingertips. And as you exhale, stick the hips out, bend the knees generously, pull the belly down towards the thighs. And then as you inhale, we'll round it back up. So as you're rounding all the way back up, shift the weight into the left foot and pick up the right knee. And then you can pause here, or you can send your right heel all the way forward, strengthening through that right leg. If you're sending the heel forward, kick through the heel and squeeze into your thigh and keep the leg lifted as high as you can. Good, and then super slow, we're going to step it back to a lunge. So rebend that right knee, bend into the left knee to lower the belly towards the thigh, and then reach the fingertips forward as the toes reach back to help you balance. Land as sweetly as you can, and as you inhale, rise up through the arms, high lunge. As you exhale, cactus your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades together down your back, and then we're going to land the right hand all the way down. Have it quite far forward of your shoulders. We're going to turn the toes to the left. You can move this left foot back so it feels like it's supporting you here. We're going to do some hip pulses, so make sure you can push into that left foot. We're going to inhale, lift up through the hips, press the right hand forward, left fingertips over the ear for the side body reach. And then exhale, lower the hips towards the ground. Let that right side open. We're going to do that 2 more times. Push into the left heel and the right hand. And then exhale, lower. Good, and again, lift. And lower. Good, we're going to land the hips down. We're going to turn towards the back of the mat, hands support. We're going to cross the left ankle over the edge of the right thigh, so you're in a seated thread needle shape. And here I just want you to sway your knees from side to side to get the hips opening and softening. Now we're going to take this across the mat for a mini flow. So we will eventually come back on the mat. If you're super uncomfortable, you can do this on the mat. But this sequence, we're just going to come off the mat for a mini flow of a couple of rounds. So if you have the space, we're going to roll over to the right. So facing and landing that left foot down. And then the fingertips come down and the right toes step behind. So you're in a lunge shape with the left leg forward across your mat. We're going to inhale, rise all the way up. And then from here, you're just going to find a pulse. So you start to really drop into the foundations. Again, trusting the ground beneath you. And then we're going to come through a revolving mini flow. So we'll take an inhale breath, and then as you exhale, twist towards the back of your mat. Now as you inhale, lead with your right fingertips, reach all the way up, windmill through center, turn your toes with you, and then we're going to revolve to the other side, and again twist towards the back of the mat. We're going to do this again. Inhale, left fingertips lead you up and over, turning through your toes, and then exhaling, twisting towards the back of the mat again. Good, we'll do that one more time each side. Inhale, rise, windmill it through center, and then exhale, twist towards the back. Lovely, inhale, rise all the way up, twist back towards the left, and then exhale towards the back of the mat. Good, inhale, find the center, so lift all the way up, find the top of your mat, reach the fingertips out wide, take an inhale breath, and then exhale, bow the heart forward in a wide leg forward fold. And you can make this nice and pliable here. You can bend into your knees and get into your inner thighs. You can kind of make it like a ragdoll. But of course, if you want to do a deeper stretch through the backs of the legs, you can take it into a more traditional shape. Just have a play around, have a feel what is useful for you today. Okay. And then inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Now walk your hands as far forward as you can, maybe beyond the top of your mat. But we're going to inhale, lift up through the tiptoes, through the heels, and lift onto the tiptoes and round all the way forward, shoulders over wrists. Lean into your fingertips, pull in through your core, push the back of your heart up towards your sky, and then as you exhale, melt the heart beyond the knees, pushing all the way back. Good, we're going to do that again. Inhale, lift up heels, round all the way forward. Nice hollow body, heel pushing into the hands, rounding through the upper back. And then exhaling, melting the heart back, melt it beyond the knees. Lovely, one more. Inhale, lift, round all the way forward, push, grip into fingertips. And then exhale, heart goes all the way back. Good, inhale, round all the way forward. Now keep that hollow body position. Step the left toes back onto the mat and the right toes back onto the mat. And then just sort of feel that strength through the high plank position. And then very slowly melt the pelvis towards the wrists. Come into upward facing dog. Keep your legs strong. Micro bend your elbows. Draw the hands back and wide and send the heart forward with an inhale. Exhale, land your knees down. Press it all the way back into child's pose. Take a couple of deep cleansing breaths in your child's pose. And then from here, we're going to tuck the toes, tuck them nice and wide behind you, lift up the knees and roll into a squat so you're at the back of your mat in a squat. Good, and then from here you can use your core strength to sit your hips down, you can use your hands if you need to, but when you land, step the feet forward, place the hands next to the hips, and we're going to drive the pelvis up into a tabletop. So fingertips forward or to the side, however's comfortable for your shoulders or your wrists. And then once you're rooted through your heels, drive your pelvis up. Now from here, tuck your tailbone underneath you, squeeze into your glutes. If you feel this too much in your quads, then slide your feet slightly further forward so the back of the legs are more dominant. And then from here, pull the belly in, send the hips back. Maybe you keep the hips lifted, and we're going to lift up through the pelvis. Maybe you can float the heels, maybe not. Land the feet back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Lift the pelvis up towards the sky, draw the shoulders back, lift the chest. Tuck the pubic bone up towards the sky, tucking the tailbone underneath you. Drive into the heel more. Exhale, send the hips back when you're ready. Pushing into the earth. Maybe rounding through the upper back and lifting the heels. We're going to do it 1 more time. Inhale, drive the pelvis high. Exhale, send it all the way back. Maybe 1 foot lifts, maybe the other. Maybe no feet lift. Good. And lift up through your pelvis, through your tabletop again. Take a breath there. And then exhale, land the hips to the heels. Draw your shoulders back. So you've got a lengthening through the back of your forearm and an opening through the collarbones, through the chest. If it's comfortable, you can lift your chin and take a breath there. And then exhale. Step your feet forward. Reach your fingertips forward. Pull your navel in. Round through your spine. We're going to lower to the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And as you land, bring the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide in a Supta Baddha Konasana. And then allow yourself just to drop into this stillness and surrender. Hello, Papa. Okay. You're going to stretch as well. Good boy. Okay, we're going to begin again and do that on the other side. So when you're ready to begin again, find the rhythm of your breath. Hug your knees back in towards your chest and start to rock forwards and backwards on your spine. And you can come back into that diamond roll. So the soles of the feet face one another as they land forward and the knees go out wide. And you're reaching the fingertips forward. And you can do this as many times as you feel. And then when you're ready, you can use this rock and roll to pick up into the squat. So you can pick up momentum. You can use the hands to help you lift, or tuck your heels close to your sit bones and lift up. And once you're in your squat, find a nice wide distance through the feet. Turn the toes out, give the hips some space. And then we'll take it into our side reaches. So it's time to drop the right shoulder down. Left fingertips reach for the sky. Push that knee away through the upper arm. And then exhale to release. Left shoulder comes on the inside. And then we're pressing the knee wide. Reaching up through the right hand. Let's do it 1 more time with breath. Right shoulder comes down. Inhale to open. Exhale, release. Change. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Good. And then lifting up through the hips, find your ragdoll fold. If you want to go a bit deeper through the backs of the legs this time, you're a bit warmer, you can start to pedal out through the knees. Try to keep it moving rather than go into a deep kind of static stretch of the Uttanasana. Just so that we're keeping a bit more elasticity in the body rather than stretching, as to say. Okay, when you're ready, shift the weight to your heels. Bend the knees so that activate through the back of the legs. Gaze to the navel and round your spine back up to standing. Lovely, and then when you reach the top, inhale, float the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, lower the belly towards the thighs. Reach the fingertips out wide, draw your shoulder blades together. This time as you're rounding up, shift the weight to the right foot. We're going to pick up the left knee to step it back. Lovely. If you're good here with the left knee lifted, you can send the heel forward. Just take a moment to squeeze that left thigh, shoot all of the energy through the heel of your foot, through the ball of your foot, lift up through the crown of your head. Move closer towards that intensity with breath. And then when you're ready, bending the left knee, bending the right knee, we're stepping back to the lunge. Reach fingertips forward to reach the toes back. When you feel the toes land, inhale, the arms lift up. Now as you exhale, cactus your arms, squeeze shoulder blades together. We're going to land the left hand all the way down. Land it forward of the shoulder towards the top corner of your mat. And then from here, we're turning the toes to the right. So this time I'll show you from the back. Again, you can move that right foot as much as you need to. Make sure that you can push into that right heel and then lift up through your pelvis on your inhale. Right fingertips over the ear, side body stretch. Exhale, lower pelvis towards the mat, reach for the toes. Good, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Lovely, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Good. From here, we're going to turn towards the back of the mat, bring the hands behind, and bring that right ankle over the edge of the left thigh. So you're in your pigeon seat again. And then just swaying the knees from side to side. So from here, we're going to go across the mat again and come back into our revolved flow. So we always go the direction, when we're from this position rolling into the lunge, we go the same direction as the top foot is facing. So I'm going to go roll to the left and place the right foot down. Bring the hands with me to push into the ground and then step the left toes behind. So I'm in a lunge across the mat with the right foot forward. Bounce through your foundations, bounce through the knees. Just start to feel into that stability of the ground beneath you. And then we'll take it through the mini flow. Inhale a breath. Exhale, twist towards the back of your mat. Good. Left fingertips lead you up through center, coming through the toes, turning them with you, and then exhaling, turning towards the back of the mat again. We're going to do that again. Inhale, lift all the way up, pass through center, and then exhale, twist towards the back. Lovely. One more time each side. Inhale, lift, toes turn. Exhale to twist. Good, inhale, lift. And exhale to twist. Lovely, inhale, lift up through center, face the top of your mat. Exhale, fingertips out wide, come down through the heart space into that wide-legged forward fold. Now that you're a bit warmer, you might like to take this into a deeper Pasarita Padottanasana. You might like to stay with just playing around, maybe bending into the knees, getting into the hips a bit more, maybe coming through a goddess. You could play around here, you can invite variations of movement. Someone's really curious about yoga today. Hello, Baba. Okay. Wherever you are, spend a few more breaths there, and then we'll take it into that upper body activation. Good, so we're going to inhale, halfway lift, walk your hands all the way forward, maybe over your dog, and then lift up through your heels, pull the belly in, round all the way forward, shift the shoulders past the wrists so you lean into your fingertips, super strong, press the back of the heart high. As you exhale, melt the heart back towards the knees, soften through the head. Good, we're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift the heels, pull the belly in, round all the way forward. Lean as far past as you dare into your fingertips. Squeeze the forearms together and then exhale, melt it back. Good, last one. Inhale, round all the way forward. Good, and then exhale, melt it all the way back. Good, and then inhale, come all the way forward, Shift the weight into your fingertips and then exhale, step the toes onto the mat. So you're in a high plank position. Now, bless you. Now super slowly through the midline, pull the pelvis towards the wrist, watch it land, then lift up through the head, draw the shoulders back, micro-bend your elbows. And here we'll just give this a pulse. So we're just going to pulse through the elbows, bending in and out, using the activation of the upper arm muscles to sway the pelvis from side to side. Keep the legs strong. If it's too much for you, you can always take the knees down. Lovely. And then when you're ready, land your knees, melt your hips all the way back and soften into the child's pose. And just take a moment to really allow yourself to pause and re-arrive here. Re-arrive into your body. Re-arrive into the sensations that are happening internally. And re-arrive into that rhythm of breath. Almost like you use the moments of pause to reset, realign, re-arrive. Lovely. When you're ready, you're going to tuck your toes, roll into the soles of your feet, land your hips all the way down, step the feet forward, and we're coming into the tabletop position. So please don't fret if you can't lift up through the hips as we take it back, but a tip is that you keep the hands next to the hips, not further back. That if they're further back, it makes it kind of a bit more challenging to lift the hips. So hands next to the hips, and then driving the pelvis high. So make sure you can really push into your heels and the balls of your feet, and then drive your pelvis up towards the sky. Now if you feel this a lot in your knees, step the feet forward. Then tuck the tailbone, squeezing the glutes, drive the pubic bone higher. Good. And then as you exhale, pull in through your belly, round through your spine, push into your hands. Upper back is rounding to lift the toes. Land the heels back down, drive the pelvis to the sky. 2 more of those. On your next exhale, send the hips back. Maybe you can just practice lifting one leg. Landing it down, driving the pelvis up. Exhaling, sending the hips back. Lifting the other leg. Squeezing the thighs. Landing it down, driving the hips up. And then exhaling. Landing the hips down. Lovely. Lifting up through the chest, feeling that lengthening through the forearms. Maybe lifting the chin if you're feeling good in the neck. And then when you're ready, stepping the feet forward, reaching the fingertips forward, taking an inhale breath, exhale rounding through the spine, lowering all the way down. The 3, the 2, and 1. Soles of the feet come together, knees go out wide. And allowing yourself again to just drop into surrender. Giving your body full permission to let go and soften here. I always use that deep cleansing breath to help me release through the layers of gripping, of holding, of effort. Good, so we're going to do that sequence again on each side, but we're going to add on another layer. You're more than welcome to finish the practice here if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling like that was enough. If you want another couple of rounds, we're going to go through this what we've done already, just a little bit more fluidly, more quickly, and with less repetition. So if you're with me, you can stay with me. If not, thank you for practicing. And then we'll just come back and start again with that rock and roll through the spine. We'll do a couple of rolls through the diamond reach. And again, we know where we're going. We're going to lift into the squat and come into the feet. So you can use this movement to get you there. You can use your hands to get you there. You can make your own way there. Arrive in the squat and we're going to take one reach to each side. So left shoulder drops down. Inhale, right fingertips reach up. Exhale to release. Right shoulder drops down. Inhale, left. And we'll just do one round this side. So this time we'll pass through the ragdoll fold, keep the bend in the knees, hug the belly in and round all the way up through the center. Once you reach the top, inhale, float the arms. Exhale, bend the knees, stick the hips out. Cactus the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lower the belly to the thighs. Good. Inhale, round up, shift the weight to the left leg, pick up the right knee when you're ready, when you're standing. If you're sending the heel forward, send the heel forward. Keep that right leg super strong, charge through the feet. Good. Bend into the right knee, we're stepping back to the lunge. Left knee bends as well to help you lower the belly towards that thigh, fingertips reaching forward as the toes land behind. Inhale, the arms lift up. Exhale, cactus the arms. We're going to take the right hand down to the top right corner of the mat. Good, and then spin the toes to the left. We'll do one big pulse through the hips. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. This time land facing towards the back of your mat. Cross the left ankle over the edge of the right thigh. Take a couple of sways from side to side. And then we're taking that lunge position across the mat. So I'm going to roll the knees over towards the right to land that left foot down. The hands push into the earth to step the right toes behind. On the inhale, I'm rising up through the high lunge. On the exhale, I'm twisting towards the back of the mat. Good. Inhale, right fingertips lead you up and over. Turning all the way through center. Exhale to the right side towards the back again. Good, one more of those. Inhale, rise. Left fingertips lead you. Pass through center. Exhale, twist to the back. From here, we're going to find the top of the mat. Inhale, lift. Turn the toes. Spread the fingertips out wide. Exhale, melt the heart down. Again, you have a moment to play around here. You can come deeper into that opening through the backs of the legs. You can bend the knees and shift weight through the hips. If you're doing that, make sure that you keep the heels down, protecting the knees. Make sure the knees are bending out wide, not dropping in too much. Okay, when you're ready, walk the hands all the way forward. Shift the weight forward, come up onto your tiptoes, round all the way forward into the hands, grip into fingertips. Good, this time float your left toes, bring your left knee to your left upper arm. Send the left toes back. We'll do the right side, right knee to right upper arm. Send the right toes back, high plank. Exhale, pelvis to wrist. Upward facing dog, breathe into the heart. Good. Exhale, land your knees, press it back to a child's pose. Take a moment just to breathe there. Maybe a cleansing breath. When you're ready, tuck your toes, roll into the soles of your feet, pass through the squat and land the sit bones down. Good. Land the feet forward, place the hands next to the hips. Inhale, drive the pelvis to the sky. Good. Exhale, send the hips back. Maybe you're floating the heels. Good. Inhale, lift. We're going to sit the hips down towards the heels. Lift up through the chest. This time, as you release, we're coming forward. So we're going to bend the left knee and have the right knee out wide. So you're in a Janu Shasana. You can kind of see that. So I like a nice space through my legs. I don't like to be in the traditional kind of leg, the right leg forward. I like it nice and wide so I can get more into the inner hips, inner thighs. Okay, so we're going to take this through some circles through the torso. So take a turn towards your bent knee, pull your heart down, sweep it low through the center, and then rise it all the way up. And we're going to do this a couple of times, just circling to allow the lower back to release. Good, and then when you're ready, change direction, pull towards the right leg, sweep it round to the left. Good. And then from there we'll bring it into the twist. Right hand holds the left knee, left hand to the base of your spine, and just softening into a twist. Good, from there we're going to slide that left hand behind us, bring the left foot to the ground, pick up through the hips, spin towards the back of your mat, spin through your toes, land in a downward facing dog facing the back. Now this is quite late on in your practice to be in your downward facing dog, so just have a play around, have a feel what it's like now your body is all softened and loosened up through other movements. Give it some movement that it needs. We'll take a waving vinyasa from here. Inhale, lift your heels round all the way forward. Exhale, pelvis to wrist, upward facing dog. Shoulders move back as the pelvis moves forward. Exhale, bend your knees, send it back, downward facing dog. Good, okay, inhale, lift up your heels, find a bounce through your knees. We're going to float the left foot. We're going to use that bounce from the right foot to step left foot forward in between the hands. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up, high lunge. Exhale, pull your heart forward. We're tracing the left fingertips across the ground, turning the back toes and coming towards the top of the mat. We're going to place that left hand down, reach up through the right fingertips into a twist. Good. Exhale, bring the elbow down towards the ground. We're going to do that again. Inhale, reach all the way up, right fingertips, twisting through the upper back, thoracic spine. Exhale, bring the elbow down. Doesn't have to touch, just as low as you can go without force. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. From there, lean into your left hand. So we're going to step the back leg forward and through. So I want your left hand super wide. Mine is off my mat. My right foot is really wide as well. I'm going to lean into this left hand and the right foot, and then shift the back foot forward and through and come into a seat. Once I'm in the seat, I'm hugging the right heel close to the sit bone, and I'm going to hug the left elbow around that right knee. Come into a twist, right hand to the base of the spine, and gazing all the way around. Just feeling the breath here. Good, and then when you're ready to release, you're going to cross that right foot over the edge of your knee and maybe stack that right knee on top of the left. It doesn't matter if it's up here, if your lower back is rounding, prop the hips up on a block, give yourself some more height. And we're going to just take it into a side reach and a fold. So fingertips to the side, inhale, right fingertips to the sky. Exhale, take a lean towards the left. And then sweep the right fingertips forward and round, reach for those left toes. Place the right hand down, reach up through the left. Exhale, lean, let's sweep it through center again. We're going to do that one more time each side. Inhale, right fingertips. Exhale, lean, and then sweep forward and round. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, lean, sweep forward and round. This time, walk your hands forward. Press that left heel down, keep your toes bright, and then just take a moment to inch your heart way past your knees, using the breath to go deeper here. Lovely. When you're ready to release that, uncross your legs, place the feet to the top of your mat, reach your fingertips forward, And we're going to take it all the way down, but we're going to continue to the other side. So we won't take a break this time, we'll come straight into the rock and roll. We'll do a couple of those diamond rolls before we find our squat. So when you're ready, I'm going to find my squat on this roll. And then you can take it into your side reach, and you might feel like you know where you're going now, so you don't necessarily have to wait for my cue. You can just find those side reaches in your own time. Then we're unraveling into a standing position, so we take it nice and through, pass through that ragdoll, round all the way up. Reach the fingertips up on the inhale. Pull the heart down on the exhale. As you're rounding up this side, shifting the weight to the right leg to get ready to pick up the left knee. Sending the left heel forward when you're ready, if you're going there. Squeezing the thigh, feeling into that intensity. And then sending it back super slow into your lunge. Bend the right knee, get the belly low. As you feel the toes land, inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Land your left hand down. Turn the toes to the right edge of the mat, all 10 of them. And then we'll pulse the hips up, nice big breath. Lift the hips, pressing into that right heel, reach the right fingertips over the ear. Feel that side body stretch. And then exhale, lower. Lower the hips. Land the outside, land towards the back of the mat, cross the right ankle over the edge of the thigh. Quick sway of the knees from side to side. And then we're taking it into the lunge again. So when you're ready, rocking over into the lunge. Fingertips used to step the left toes back. And we've just got one round of the mini flow. Inhale, the arms lift up. Get this pressing down into your feet, feel your foundations. On your exhale breath, twist towards the back of your mat. Good, inhale, left fingertips lead you up through center, get taller through the legs. And then exhale, twist through the lunge again. Good, inhale, lift up. Exhale to twist. Inhale, lift up. And find the center, and then exhale, take it into your forward fold. Play around here if that feels right. Come into some other movement, or find a passive or a deeper stretch, whatever feels good. Really tune into what feels useful. Try and drop any thinking of what you should or shouldn't do. Let your body be your guide. Okay, and then when you're ready, inhale, halfway lift. Walk the hands forward. Lift up through the heels, round all the way forward into the hands. This time pick up your right toes, bring your right knee to your right upper arm. Sweetly step those right toes to the back of the mat. Pick up the left knee, bring it to the left upper arm. Send the toes back, high plank. Exhale, pelvis to wrist, upward dog. Lift the navel. Keep the legs strong, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, land your knees, melt your heart back, child's pose. Good, and then when you're ready, tuck your toes nice and wide. Roll over your knees into your squat, land your sit bones down, step your feet forward, place your hands next to your hips, drive your pelvis into your tabletop. Exhale, gather your core, send your hips back. Maybe play around with lifting the feet. And then exhale. Lift the hips again, draw the shoulders back. And then when you're ready, sit the hips to the heels. Lift up through the chest. Doesn't matter if the heels or hands lift off. Just let the opening come through the back of the arms into the chest. And then exhale, release. And as we release, we're coming into that Janu Shirshasana. This time the right knee is bent out wide. Your left leg is long. Get nice and comfortable and grounded through your sit bones. So maybe that left leg goes a bit wider. And then we're going to circle through the torso. So first turn towards the bent knee. Pull the heart down. And then sweep low through the center. And we'll just do a few circles in this direction. Try not to be like me and stiffen through the neck, but let your head get nice and fluid in the movement. I tend to overprotect there, so I have some kind of tension and injury in that neck. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to change direction, pull towards the left leg, sweep around through the center. Do that a couple of times. And then we're going to bring it into a twist. So we bring the left hand to the bent knee, and we bring the right hand to twist towards the back of the mat. Good. And then you slide the right hand further away from you. You place your right foot on the ground so that you can push into your right foot. You're spinning over with the left hand, finding the back of your mat, turning through your toes and finding your downward facing dog. You kind of spiral through your body to get there. Good, and we'll take it through a waving vinyasa. Inhale, lift your heels round all the way forward, drawing the belly in. Exhale, pelvis to wrist, upward facing dog. Good, and then exhale. Melt it all the way back. Stay high up on your tiptoes, start to bounce through your knees. We're going to spring the right foot forward this time, so left knee stays bouncing. Spring your right foot forward in between your hands. Good, really drop into your foundations when you feel stable. Inhale, the arms lift up. Lovely, exhale, pull the heart forward and down. Right fingertips trace the mat, turn towards the top of your mat. Your right hand is going out wide, your toes are turned forward. We're going to inhale, open through the left fingertips. Exhale, bring the left elbow down, somewhere on the inside of the left leg. Inhale, reach it open. Thoracic twist. Exhale, bring the elbow down. Last one, inhale, open. Exhale, let everything sink. Good. From here, we're going to step the back leg forward and through again. So I want the right hand super wide, the left foot wide, and I'm really leaning into the right hand. Pushing into the right hand and the left foot, step the back leg forward and through, and then hug that left, it's a foot. Hug the left foot in towards your sit bone. Grow nice and tall through your spine. Give yourself a hug around that knee with your right elbow, and just bring it into a twist. Let's take one more breath here. Lovely, and then when you're ready, release that. Cross the left knee over the right knee. So you're stacking your knees, your right leg is still straight. Activate that right heel down into the ground. And we'll take it through that side reach and forward sweep. So left fingertips reach all the way up, bending into the right rib cage. Sweeping forward and round. Rising up through the right fingertips. Exhale to lean, sweep it forward and round. Good, and we'll just do that a couple more times. You can do it in your own time, your own breath. And then when you're ready, you can soften into that forward fold. And let's just use the breath to encourage the body to soften. So rather than holding onto the foot or pulling yourself deeper, just drop into what's available to you. Close your eyes and then move your awareness into what you're feeling here. And as you move deeper into what you're feeling, allow your breath to infuse into that space. So allow your breath to follow your awareness into your body. And have the intention for the breath to release whatever is holding or protecting there. Good, and then when you're ready, you can come out of that, untangle your legs and shake them out if you need to. And then we're going to take it down to the ground and enjoy a Shavasana. So last effort you'll make, reach your fingertips forward, grip your toes into the mat, squeeze your inner thighs, pull your belly in nice and firmly, pull your ribs in, tilt your pubic bone up so you're curling round through the lower back, and then sweetly land. And as you land, you can bring the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide. Maybe you want to chill in that hip opener. Maybe you feel you need to do some other movements, hug of your knees in, maybe some twists. Whatever you need to do, let it be really passive so it can keep your energy dropping down. Getting you ready to come into complete surrender, falling into your stillness. You might like to stay in your hip opener for a couple of minutes or a few moments. Whenever you're ready to come out, take up some space, legs nice and wide, palms nice and wide. Have the palms facing up so your shoulders can really drop and soften. Get any of those fidgets out of your body. Take any final deep cleansing breaths. Make sound if you need to make some sounds. And again, just allow yourself to fully be here. Don't give away this moment to anything or anyone. Just being here right now is enough. If you can stay, then stay longer. If you're ready to come back, allow a deeper breath to call you back into your body. Let some small movements bring you back to sensation. Like waking from a heavy sleep. You can find a stretch that feels good. If it's comfortable for you, you might like to roll onto your side. Keep your eyes soft or closed here. And then just gently picking yourself back up to a comfortable seat again. Keep the eyes soft or closed. Settle into your comfortable seat. Take a moment to drop the weight down through your legs, down through that connection to the ground beneath you. Allow yourself to become rooted in support, in safety, knowing that the earth has always got our back. She's always there, she's always supporting us. From this safety and support, let yourself grow a little taller, up through your spine, through the crown of your head. Let your shoulders relax. Maybe swallow to relax your throat. Let your jaw release. Let all the tension soften in your face. See if you can soften behind your eyes. And just witnessing the experience of being in your body in this moment. And then when you're ready, we'll take a moment to be in gratitude. You can bring your hands together and drop a bow of your head towards your heart. Just listening carefully to what your heart is grateful for today. And allowing yourself to bathe in that gratitude, that beautiful vibration of gratitude. Recognizing we always have something to be grateful for. Thank you. Thank you so much. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed that practice, and I hope you have a wonderful day or an evening